This problem is for Chapter 8, running a hypothesis test to test a sample. So according to the World Health Organization, the life expectancy for women in Europe in 2000 was 77 years old. In 2012, the average life expectancy for women rose to 80 years old. The sample used is 1,000 women surveyed both years with a standard deviation of 20. Is there enough evidence to test a difference between the change of life expectancy in the women over the 12-year period? Use a 95% confidence interval. So the first step in running a hypothesis test with a sample is to state the null and alternative hypothesis. So the null hypothesis is H0 is the mean is 77. And the alternative hypothesis is the mean does not equal 77 years old. The second step in running a hypothesis test is to find the critical value and to graph it on a normal curve. To find the critical value in the calculator, go to StatList, then F5 inverse, then inverse t, and then enter 0.95 for the area and 999 for the degrees of freedom, which is the sample minus 1. Once entering these values, we get negative 1.65 and 1.65 for the positive value. Then we graph it on a normal curve. The third step in running a hypothesis test is to find the test value of the sample. To find this, we use the equation of t equals x bar minus mu over the sample standard deviation divided by the square root of the sample. And for these values, we get 80 minus 77 divided by 20 over the square root of 1,000. This comes out to 4.74. Another way to find this is in StatList. Press F6 t-test and then enter the stats of 77, 80, 20, and 1,000, and it'll come out to the same answer of 4.74. Once we found the critical value and the test value, compare the two on a normal curve. Then reject or do not reject and make a statement after. So negative 1.65 is our critical value and 1.65. Then we test the test value, which is 4.74. This value is in the shaded region, so we reject the statement. And now we say that we do not have a sufficient amount of evidence to claim there is a difference between the life expectancy in women over the past 12 years in Europe. So this is pretty much it, and we've rejected the value, so the statement is not correct, and there's not a difference in the life expectancy over women. And the World Health Organization is where I found my stats.